My country people, get in here. Let's make this delicious beans and plantain. So these beans, I've had it in my house for more than 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So I decided to make beans and plantain. I left it for making akara and moi moi just because I feel like it takes a lot of time to cook. Okay, it doesn't get soft easily. So usually I will blend it for moi moi or akara because it always comes out perfectly that way. Okay, but today I didn't have any other beans, so I said I must use it. So that's the beans all washed, and I'm going to show you how to make your beans in a way that you will not get any form of bloating when you finish making your beans. Okay, so I made these beans and we ate it nearly at night time, and I didn't have any form of bloating. So first of all, you wash your beans, you put it in the pot, you put water, you put onion, and then 1 knorr cube or whatever seasoning cube that you have. Okay, now I've cleaned the cow leg that I'm going to use, and I've added salt, so I'm just adding the spices. So I added curry powder, thyme, all-purpose seasoning, 1 knorr cube, and I added onions as well. Stir everything together and let it cook. So when you put your beans and put onion and your seasoning cube, you just cover it and boil it on a very low heat. Okay, yeah, so that's the first batch of the water and the onion gone. Now I'm topping up the water and the onion. Okay, and this is the third batch. Okay, topping it up again with some onion. I think I did it more than 6 times or something, so this is the fourth one. I did it more than 6 times, I believe, but I didn't record all the whole process because it would have been a longer video. Okay, yeah, so that's how you take your time to boil your beans. That way you won't have any bloating at all when you finish. So the cow leg is done. We're just going to cut them up and put them aside, ready for when we're going to use them. Okay, yeah, now we're going to cut the plantain. Okay, these plantain were already overripe, so they were perfect for the beans. Okay, now we're done cutting them and we're going to put them in the pot. So first of all, check the beans, and yes, the beans is done as I want it to be. Now we're adding the plantain. Okay, so we can cook everything together. Now we're going to go ahead and blend our tomatoes, bell pepper, pointed pepper, onion, a little ginger, and scotch bonnet pepper. Okay, so we can get everything mixed together. Now we're just going to blend it quickly. Okay, just a quick question though, guys, do you make your beans like this, or is there any other way that you make your beans? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, yeah, so we're just going to add the rest of the tomatoes and peppers, and we will blend everything so we can get mixing. Okay, yeah, so tell me how you make your own beans, but this is how I make my beans. Okay, I learned this from my auntie. She will start making beans from morning until evening before we will eat it, so like you won't feel any bloating. So the beans and plantain are marrying each other together. Okay, so we cover it now and we'll move on to the next phase. Yeah, so that's the pot that I'm going to use. I'm just putting palm oil in it. Okay, if you're wondering why the oil is looking like that, it's because our weather is super cold and everything in this house is sleeping. Okay, that's why the oil is like that. But now it's melted and we're going to add the onion. At this point, Nachi came to help me. You can see she's the one adding the onion, and then I'm stirring it. The next thing, she will take over from me to stir. So now we're doing teamwork. Okay, and she was enjoying it. Yeah, so I was stirring, now she took over. She's doing the stirring. Yeah, she had to position herself well. Now I'm adding the pepper tomato blend mix. Okay, so we can mix everything together and we'll add the beans. Now you give it a good stir. Okay, now Nachi took over. She was stirring it, but I had to take over again because I needed to do this. It was already getting late at night. Yeah, the pot is boiling well. It's soaring poto poto as it should. Now we're adding the curry powder again, the dried thyme, the all-purpose seasoning. This time I added also the fish stock because I only had a little amount of crayfish at home. Okay, so that's all the spices in there. We're just going to mix it together. And now just a quick taste of the sauce, and yes, it was amazing. Okay, we're going to add the crayfish. Now you can see it's just a small amount of crayfish that I have. So I'm just mixing everything together and we're adding the cow leg. Okay, have you ever made beans with cow leg before? If you haven't, you have to try it. This is your sign to go and try it because you will love it. Yes, you're going to love it. It's amazing. Yeah, so we tasted it again and it's delicious, delicate, superb, demure. Abeg, help me find words because words have failed me. Sumptuous. Yes, it was amazing. See everything marrying each other together and it's looking rich. Now we're adding the beans and plantain, which are the main characters of this food, so that everything can marry together and the food will be ready to be eaten. Okay, yeah, I'm just putting it batch by batch, mixing it together, and now we're dumping the whole lot. Okay, and that's everything. Just a quick last stir, and then we will cover the pot, okay, and let it boil one more time, and we will be done and dusted. Okay, now check out the beans. It's amazing. You can already imagine the taste from the look. Yeah, we're done now. We're just going to dish out for my little handbag so she will taste first, and she said it was amazing. Yeah, so that's me. I'm done cooking. Tell me what you think of how I make my beans. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.